Hello everyone and welcome back to The Hex. This is episode 5. Last time we went through Vicious Galaxy. Question mark? Almost Vicious Galaxy. An assault on the GameWorks itself, which was really, really intriguing. And the murder has taken place. Irving has been shot with an assault rifle by our dear friend, Lazarus. And we have our crew here waiting, and we are now the question mark character. I do not know what the question mark character is all about, but I guess we will be finding out. Now, before I venture anywhere, I'm going to talk to the characters, because I have learnt my lesson. He taught me to fight. I suppose I owe him that. I'm not surprised Lazarus is the killer. He certainly has that look about him. Wow. So, is this all over then? We can breathe easy? We figured out the murderer. It is the guy who shoots things for a living. It's nearly 6 a.m. I don't even have a room here. Good riddance. I'm not the only one happy to see him go. So many game characters were subjected to his will. Or, at least, the will he enforced. Back off, creep. Can I help you? I can't tell if you're looking at me or this goofy headlamp. Take it if you want. This is interesting. So, the headlamp can pass from character to character. So, a mistake that we made with Rust initially was we left the headlamp inside with the holo projector, and then I was like, well, I might need it, and then I took it with me, and then you obviously go into the world and then you lose it. And then when I decided to restart the entire game, Rust can get the lamp from Chandrel, then Lazarus can get the headlamp from the room, and then it passes to our question mark character, which is very interesting. He wasn't the first I've killed, and I doubt he'll be the last. Who are you? Okay. To the barkeep. What do you make of all this? Of course. He created you without a mouth. But if I imagine he didn't spare you from the ability to hear. I want you to enter my personal cabin. It's a quaint little thing, perched a few paces east of the inn. You and our player friend will add a final dimension to this story. Oh god. Okay. So we don't have the ability to speak, but we do have the ability to hear. And they're talking about me. Well, alright then. So we're actually able to go out this front door. You can hear me, right? Head out through the front door and walk over to my cabin. Head out through the front door and walk over to my cabin. If I can do it with a wheelchair, then surely you can manage. Alright, before we do that, I've got hotel exploration to do. This is question mark's photo. I don't know what that is, though. I mean, it is hilarious that I'm still going to click on things, even though my character has 0 dialogue, and it's just... But for some reason, we still do it anyway. Rust is still in the attic. But I don't think... Looking at this, you can't see, like, the Hex or Jeremiah. Key lime pie. Okay, nothing in here for us. Does the elevator work now? Alright, the elevator is back to working. It wasn't before. I almost thought we were going to go into the repairs room, but apparently the cabin is close by. Man, question mark character can interact with more things than other people can. The grandma photo, but not this. Okay, not this, not this, not this. I love the classic sort of like, you've got the hints of like, you're like, oh, there's going to be like an exorcism or a ritual or something, and then you play as Chandrell, and you obviously know what that ends up being for. Just, it's funny. So we can go this way as well. I don't know if there's... Oh, actually, I just realized that we should be able to go... I wonder if I was able to do this as Lazarus. And we didn't do this. If I could go up to the top. Ah, a first-person perspective. Greetings. Did you grow weary of being a vessel? You wanted to be the protagonist? A shame. Oh, God. Yeah, because I think I grabbed the headlamp as Lazarus, but I didn't think to go outside. So I might have missed it. Oh, actually, hold on. Never mind. Nope. The elevator cannot be called. The elevator cannot be called, so the only thing that you would miss out on is the conversation with the cat. Okay. That's fine, I'll take it. Now we'll go down to the cellar. Because we do have another vending machine and some coins to slot into it. I don't know if we have all of the coins needed. I can only hope so. Let us see. Damn it. Alright, I need 4 more coins. Okay. Yeah, I can talk to Valamir, but he's not getting anything out of me. Speak up, guy. Unless you've got a way to spring me out of here. Useless. Actually, like, Valamir could, like, use this guy as a vessel. Because I seem to be kind of like an empty space for the protagonist. But I don't have a mouth, so Valamir would not be able to speak, and he would probably hate that. That's right, we went and interacted with everything, even though we don't even have a mouth. Because... why not? Alright, let's leave now. Hopefully I can find some more quarters. Check Irving's pockets. You got any coins on you, sir? You won't be needing them. Alright. I'll be back, everyone. I mean... Alright, we're outside. So, to the east. So, let's go to the west first. Yes. Coin. Alright, 1. 4 to go. I love the use of the trees in the foreground. This looks like an outhouse. Oh, yes, dude, 2 coins. Okay, 1 more coin remains. We're close now. Ever so close. Stinky. The lights are on. Oh, it's from the photo frame. There you go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. There's a battery, and in behind one of the soda machines, there's a battery slot to what we've learned is like a little communications thing from what we saw in Lazarus's episode. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is a portal. It is a portal. See, initially I thought it was a portal, because look at this thing. This looks like a portal. But then, when we were going through the GameWorks, there's like Irving talking on like a device that looks so similar. So then I was like, oh, maybe it's a communications device. Ooh, I'm scared to go in it now. See, this is like the scary part about this game is obviously one save file, and then it auto-saves whenever you go into a location. I'm hoping that this is a secret, and I don't lock myself out of exploring other things. I think we'll be fine, because this is seemingly optional in the sense that you can not insert the coins into the soda machine, you know? So we're gonna do it. Oh, it's Radical Road. What the fuck? It's a portal to Radical Road. What? What the hell? That was in Runic. What did that say? Why is there a statue of me? A golden statue of me? Oh. And I like fell to my knees. What the hell? And we've never been able to interact with this. Okay. Definitely not what I expected. It's funny the jump that I went from, oh, portal, to, oh, communications device, to, it is a portal, to statue of the character I'm currently playing as in Radical Road. Curious. Okay. This is locked and there are batteries. There's also a video game trophy. What's my character saying when I have it in my possession? Okay, this is interesting. Trust and coercion. Ancient rituals. Root beverages, a guide. Principles of hospitality and 20 soda recipes. Forced mnemonies? Oh, mnemonics. I thought it was saying memories. I can't read because memories right there. Mnemonics. Oh, an old computer. Oh, God. This is the most Daniel Mullins thing to ever Daniel Mullins. Anyone got any coins, perhaps? Just one. Just maybe singular coin. So I can go and take it back to the vending machine. Okay, so it looks like I've got to power the computer. Coin! It's on the shelf! Alright. Most important things first. We're going back. It's very important that we do our back and forth. I should have exactly enough now. Let's get this machine open. Oh man, I just had a thought. What if I need a battery for this room too? But it's too late. Once my legs have started moving in this direction, I'm going. Alright, let's see. Yes! Crack all the vending machines at the 6 pint. Nice. Oh, it's the alien thingies. MC Serum. Root Beer Reggie's legs were gone. Root Beer Reggie had a pawn. He'd point his finger and Jerry would run. Now Jeremiah was having some fun. So we've got one about Lionel, and then I think the other radio is about Jeremiah. And then this one also goes into Root Beer Reggie. Root Beer Reggie had a pawn. He'd point his finger, and Jerry would run. Now Jeremiah was having some fun. So, okay. There's quite a few characters' names that are just kind of like... Place. Okay. Main character serum? In something that I could say that's inappropriate? It's empty, but it looks like... Oh! So in like the alien little devices, there was MC Serum inside of it? Okay. So in this vending machine, we've got MC Serum. In another one, we have like a janitor's closet scenario with a mop and bucket, and there's like some eyes looking through like the wall for a little bit. And then you've got a portal to Radical Road. Gotcha. I don't know what to make of it all yet, but now I can do my objective. Okay, so... Oh, I see. So I need to power this to open this. And then we start doing this. Where does this go? Where's this coming from? So, power... So I have to try and get the power to the computer with minimal batteries. Oh, oh! Ooh. It's an elevator! A lot of runic language here. Oh, God. And there's a teleporter. Okay. Walk. Magnum Opus. He really is a walking simulator character after all. Oh my... Oh my God, alright. We are in a walking simulator.
Right. This is Lionel Snell. If you're hearing this, it's because you turned on the developer commentary for my latest game, my Magnum Opus really, called Walk.
Okay, So now we've got like this is really great how all of the different gameplay mechanics of the different types of games we've played, and now we've not only got the walking simulator game, but it's like the Dear Esther walking simulator, where you're also going through Dear Esther, and you've got all of the developer commentary that goes into walking. The developer commentary portion of my game. So it's like, I just love how many different elements of video games there are in this. You know, I say that a lot, but every time I get given a new type of video game within a video game, it's very satisfying. There's so many different approaches to video games, and then having what Daniel Mullins does, where he takes all of these different elements of video gaming and manages to put it all into a game. It's very fun. What is this? Oh god, the void.
The scene you're looking at is a model of my childhood bedroom. This right here is where Super Weasel Kid was conceived. Take it in.
He had a little baby weasel, and that's why Super Weasel Kid exists.
That weasel was my favorite pet. I called him, yeah, you guessed it, Weasel Kid.
Oh no, this is sad now. This has just become very sad, because we're like, throughout this whole story, we're playing Lionel Snill games, right? And we're watching the games be made, and we're watching them getting unfinished and bad reviews and going in a poor direction, and this game developer, like, just the downward spiral, the fall from grace from Super Weasel Kid to Super Weasel Kid 09, and then to the fighting games and everything else. Harper's Root Beer.
One of my favorite games at that age was Cooking Granny. I thought Chef Bryce was the coolest. You know how that turned out.
Is this Shrewd then? Like, because this is Mr. Shrewd. We got our Radical Road, the level designs.
And that's Mr. Shrewd. The two always made little squeaks and chirps at each other. I like to imagine they were talking. Shrewd would be this wise parental figure giving advice to Weasel Kid.
Put them next to each other then. Why are they so far apart? I think this is our first, like, playable 3D segment in the Daniel Mullins games, because obviously Inscription has it, but Pony Island I don't think. Oh, Pony Island has the brief Pony Island 3D segment for a bit, I suppose. But this I'm actually able to, like, walk around. Alright, is there anything else I can interact with at this point? I don't think so. It's just the computer. Alright.
My original plan for Walk was to have it be an almost non-interactive experience, just allow the player to explore and contemplate. I did some market research though, and well, that kind of game was falling out of vogue. Not much money in it, so I jammed in some real gameplay.
Oh. Okay.
I thought that since this is about my life as a developer, why not show the player what it's like to make a game? I mean, this is like a way dumbed down version of the stuff I do, but to the average gamer, it's a challenge.
Okay. So, double click me. Jump. Entity ESWK. No parameters. Okay. Click and drag here. Okay. Now I can jump.
I remember when I first got the jumping code right and hooked it up to a keyboard button. Oh, that dopamine rush electrified my childhood brain.
I'm so blue. GameWorks assistant? Hey there, I'm the GameWorks assistant, but you can call me Irving. Looks like you need a little help adding enemies to your game. I've got you covered, pal.
Irving came as part of the GameWorks package. I was a little hesitant about using an AI at first, but he became really helpful.
Oh, Irving is like okay. GameWorks AI. Also, something that's really interesting to note is Irving pops out of his little triangle. And when we were walking through GameWorks as Lazarus, Irving's like talking to like a picture of like a real looking person on like a triangle, which I assume to be Lionel Snill. So that's it. That's really interesting too. So we double click these. We want to give jump to me.
It didn't take long to realize how much I depended on Irving. He assured me that it was easy for him to come up with enemies and non-player characters for me, so I let him do his job.
Okay, what if I give it to... I don't think I can... I was like, what if I give jump to the Grunder? Move. Can I do that? Oh god, I can. Shit. Well, now... Am I... Now the Grunder's not moving. And now I've broken the game. I can't run the right way, dude. I'm running the wrong way. I fucked up. Surely there's a restart button, right? I just have to do it that way. Oh no, I'm supposed to move. Why did I think that I could... Well, I guess you could make the Grunder move, couldn't you?
Irving told me we couldn't get the original Super Weasel Kid for Walk. Something about losing the files. Kind of a shame, I guess.
I just wanted to make the Grunder walk and jump, but then I don't know if I can mess it up. Oh god, what are we doing here? Okay. So, I'm just trying to make sure that I can get to... Oh god. No. Oh, I can just press the... Alright, I'm not doomed. I can just press the cross, and then we're good. Video game development is hard. I'm mapping out to my... Yeah, now I can jump. And then there's also this one that doesn't actually go anywhere. But I think that doesn't matter. So that means I could map jump to a different button today. Mapping, yeah, I can I can click that. Okay. Moving. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Sure. Okay, and now what I need to do is... Oh, because it's dead. So now I have to go and give the movement to the other... So now the game is game development game. Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. So now you've got to use game development to navigate the levels.
The success of Super Weasel Kid paralyzed me. I tried starting a few different games, but I kept comparing them to my big hit. What would people think if I put out something that was worse? That I had just gotten lucky the first time? That I'm a one-trick pony? Eventually, I settled on making a sequel. Super Weasel Kid, Radical Road.
Wow. So it's like the one, you know, the fear of being like a one-hit wonder, following up something that was a giant success. Oh, they're getting closer together. Oh no, but Shrewd's getting older, isn't he? Because Shrewd passes away, because right at the end of the journey, there's like the rest in peace, Mr. Shrewd. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a teenager now, radical.
I tried to learn guitar, but I couldn't motivate myself to practice. There was something about the immediacy of game development that I couldn't get out of that thing. Mr. Shrewd was getting older, both in Radical Road and real life. The older I got, though, the less I really cared.
Oh, it reflects in the game, too, because he's like, out of my way, man. Hey, the radio.
I'd been playing a lot of fighting games at that age. Always loved those. I wanted to make one, but I wasn't quite as talented as I would become. So that's why I just had to add combat to Radical Road.
So these are already pre-programmed now. And then we do the combat. So take hit and punch.
I thought it was just exhilarating to beat the shit out of that Grunda. But the critics really came down on me for that part. It left me feeling like I had no idea what people wanted.
Oh man. The way that it gets you thinking about game development as well, because it's like, personally, he's like, I like wanted to like have a game with some combat, and it's like what the game developer's vision is and what they like and what they kind of want to see, but they're also aware of their own limitations or their skill level, and then everyone's like, what is this garbage, you know? And the amount of like toll that can take on a person too. Also, this is not what Radical Road Weasel Kid looks like. He's like fucking drooling and he's like drunk. Where's the sunnies and the can-do, cool dude attitude? God damn. That came later. Jeremiah. What the hell?
Radical Road was met with mixed reviews, and it made me panic. I resolved to put away Super Weasel Kid forever and try something new. To top it off, my shrew died.
Bro, I like... Oh, we're watching Depression in real time. Not even in real time. We're watching Depression in fast forward, dude.
Weasel Kid actually escaped, if you can believe it. I took him outside one time, and he slipped out of my hands and ran into my neighbor's rose garden. I searched for hours, but the garden was pretty big, and the thorns were painful. Mr. Shrewd was long dead at this point. Shrews just don't live that long.
But he kept the cage. Like the plants dying. Oof.
I'd get emails once in a while, people asking to make deals, wanting to capitalize on my IP. It had been a couple of years now since Radical Road, and one day I just said, fuck it, fine. I sold the franchise to the highest bidder.
Okay. The transfer of intellectual property agreement is made between Game Funa, and Lionel Snell. Mutual promises and covenants are contained in this agreement. The parties agree to follow. So he sold it, and that's how we ended up with Super Weasel Kid 09. Could you imagine if I read all of this for you? $2.5 million. Yes, guys, let's all read the terms and conditions. Injunctive relief. The breach of this agreement may result in irreparable harm to a assignee, and the remedy at law for any such breach will be inadequate. In recognition thereof, assignee will be entitled to injunctive and other equitable relief to prevent any breach or the threat of any breach of this agreement by a signer without showing or proving actual damages. Huh? I don't understand. Lou Natas, CEO of Game Funa. Lionel Snill, titled The Artist. Alright, well, let's do Lionel's.
When I saw what they did,
I was gonna try and draw it.
I felt a little part of myself die. But I was 18 years old and loaded. It was actually one of the best years of my life. The next scene is based on my foray into larger scale game development. The plan? Make a fighting game. Not everyone remembers, but I started the Combat Arena franchise. Those guys working on it now merely inherited it. Okay, just jump a little bit higher. You're almost there.
Oh. It's hard to jump on just white.
Anyways, as I was saying, I don't get nearly enough credit for starting one of the most popular fighting game franchises in history. It's a beauty, isn't it? I put my weasel bucks to use and bought this place with cash. Then I hired a team.
Weasel bucks.
I hired my childhood friend Carla to work at my new studio.
Oh.
She was halfway through a degree in computer science, but I offered her a huge salary. Hard to say no to that.
We saw Carla's little bits and pieces within the game Secrets of Legendaria. Like when you're gone to the fishing island, she's like, spend ages on this feature, gets cut for no reason. I'm putting it in anyway. And when I restarted and played through the game last episode because of missing that dialogue, I took the shortcut to the dragon this time, and it has like a Carla line of dialogue about that as well. Okay, that's not at all creepy. He was the poster boy.
I bought the rights for my favorite game character. That is, my favorite character I hadn't made myself. Integrating Bryce into Combat Arena was harder than I thought. I had a lot of help from Irving.
Oh, that's so interesting. So, it is that element of like this cooking granny, right? And it was like this favorite character of Lionel's growing up. And it's like, is the crossover character like putting Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty? Just imagining on a level of video game characters having sentience and, you know, having a life and a job, and they, you know, take on the contract to like work for a certain game, and then there's like this evil, well, not even, there's a corporate executive AI Irving that's like made this dude punch his own grandmother in the face. Lionel's office. So there's this element of like video game character sentience that people in the real world, like Lionel, aren't even aware of. He's just like, I just want to put my favorite character in this game, you know? Now this, however, curious about that.
Carla's first order of business was to tell me that I had designed too many male characters. I tried to tell her that Steambot Willie was genderless, but she insisted. So I created Chandrel while she worked on Sato.
Okay, Sado. I've been saying Sato. Um, yes, but it has Willy in the name. Okay, so Chandrel and Sato. Gotcha. Okay.
That eye. Mm. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Ever since Carla created Sato, I'd get these weird, annoying bugs in my games. And I'm still getting them in Walk.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be so cool. Okay. And weird. Can't wait. Alright. Oh, wait. Huh? Wait. Oh. Okay. Oop. I was gonna do something else.
Not exactly sure what Carla did while she was creating Sato. She told me some mumbo jumbo about pushing GameWorks to its limits. That character was eerie, to say the least.
Sato's scary. I'm scared that Sato's gonna come out of my own computer screen and grab me at this point, dude. Truly an unsettling eldritch horror of a character that I've barely even been exposed to, just seeing just such an immense level of power.
Look at that door. That's exactly what it looked like in real life. Solid teak, hand-carved, gold nameplate. I was hiring people who were twice my age. I had to make sure they understood who was in charge.
The fact that he still keeps Weasel Kid's cage with him, even after running away. Alligator.
Making Combat Arena gave me my first glimpse into the, well, to be frank, the stupidity and immaturity of gamers. Every damn day, we got complaints about how this or that character was overpowered, underpowered, too boring. Ugh, I never wanted to work on a fighting game again.
Oh, okay. I may be maniacal, but I'm not fighting a guy with no moves assigned. Okay. It was cool when there's like in Bryce's combat montage, you see so many different characters, and something you don't even realize is the characters that cross over to other games, because when I encountered the wizard in Wasteworld as Rust, I forgot that I punched him in the face as Bryce during Combat Arena montage, because he's only there for like a second when you punch him in the face. And then when I went through it again, I saw that. Strike 5. Go for the big old strike. Wait, hang on. AI says 3. Oh, it's on a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Sorry, I thought I had to... Okay. Gotcha. Steamboat Willy is so overpowered. Oh my god, if Willy doesn't get a nerf, I'm quitting the beta and never buying this game. Make Steamboat Willy less powerful. Ah, that's classic meta. It's a waste of his time. It doesn't serve him. Make Steamboat Willy less powerful. Alright, meta. I'll do what you say. How's that? Is that good? Oh, it's close. Look at this. It's to the wire. Look, that was a fair game. That was fair. I'd say he's perfectly fine-tuned. I'm gonna have to make him weak now, aren't I? Just so he loses. Fine. You happy now, Meta? He's gonna lose. My favorite character is Steamboat Willie, and you've made him trash. I want to play Willie again. Make Steamboat Willie better. And this is the thing. It's like you can't please everyone. Every time I make a decision, even in a Let's Play, I will piss off a group of people, and then if I was to do the opposite, I would just piss off the opposite group of people. Like, no matter what, I will be pissing off somebody with how I approach video games, which is why I am unapologetically me. And I just attract the people that will like that genuine approach. And in game development, that's really hard because you've got thousands and thousands and thousands of people always saying, do this, do that. Expletive. Okay. So we have more bugs here. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we want to be able to block. And then... Or do I want an expletive? Hold on a second. Can I... Okay, give me an expletive. How do I get him to do that? Yeah. Yes, okay. Fun. Alright. So now I can get him to block.
I have to admit, though, coding the punches and kicks was everything I had hoped it would be. I'd sit in my office for hours just watching these characters go to town on each other.
Shinobi.
Sometimes they'd look
Samael.
like they could
Samael. I keep playing against Steamboat Willie and he always wins, like every time. You gave him a block ability? That's OP. Your blocking is too good. Replace it. Samael, please. Okay, always wins, huh? Blocking is too good. Replace it. Oh, with the expletive? Okay. I already did that. He blocked. Steamboat Willie is so boring. But, you know what? I always did say Samael is a man of contradiction. And he has proven me right this day. He made an old account with the same name just for this. Alright, give him an ultimate move against Irving. Alright. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sado. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was like... Okay, hold on a minute. So... Because this can only... Yeah, this can't go past these points. Oh, if I just connect them to the... Okay. As long as I connect them to something. I thought it had to be connected to itself. Alright. Q. The ultimate. There we go. Hiya! Time for the ultimate move. Banned. Sorry, pal.
Ugh, God, it was such a relief to ship that game. I hated it by the end. But since my fingers had touched it, it turned to gold. I still had my contract with Game Funa, so I sold the franchise for another boatload of cash.
Damn. Slowly selling out, making his, like, the first game in the series, and then go and see it. He learned he didn't want another Radical Road. He didn't want to make Combat Arena Radical Road, so he just sold it immediately. I think, like, realistically speaking, if we were all in the position of Lionel Snill and we made a banger of a first game and had the opportunity to make $2.5 million from giving that to someone, there's an element of conflict of giving up your own sort of creation, your baby that you make. Depends how attached you are to that personally. But that level of financial stability, I think we'd all probably accept that offer. Capitalism. I think the comfort of being like, hey, want to sell that Super Weasel Kid game you made for 2.5 mil is great. And then after that is when the big decisions matter. What are you going to do with that money? Do you set yourself up for life? You know, have a retirement planned, be good with your spending and make sure that you're set? Or do you invest it all into video game development to keep the good vibes going and potentially tank it all?
Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy adventure that only a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria.
We're seeing like this sort of teenage kid making game, getting rich and successful real quick and early in his life, and then the ego that builds with this success. Because I touched it, it turned to gold, and now we're creating something that only my game development studio can do, you know? But then we've already seen how this went, you know, ahead of time.
I had been pushing the team really hard to finish the game, but see? I rewarded them sometimes.
Yeah, here's your crunch. Would you like some apple juice?
There was a heated debate about which character should be the star of Secrets of Legendaria. In the end, Carla won over the studio, so we went with Chandrell. Yeah, who cares what I think, right?
Isn't that the character that you made? Sato was Carla's and Chandrell was Lionel's character? Why would he hate that? Stream will begin soon. Alright, we're doing the video gamer presentation.
I put everything into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune fast. But this game was going to be epic, goddammit. I paid the biggest gaming streamer to play it live, with hundreds of thousands watching.
Oh, and that's the Twitch chat that we were seeing, was this person playing it. Where's that damn mechanic? Try this. Okay. Open.
Yeah, you like that switch mechanic? Pretty cool, huh? Still got it.
Oh, and then... Okay. I see. Oof. Not again. They said I was done with this stuff after the last two. Hey, Irving. I don't want to be in this stupid puzzle game. And how are you holding up, Faceless Joe? Dull? I figured. I'm guessing I have to fight that slime. I'll have to solve some brilliant puzzle to open the gate. Okay. Jesus. Okay. So I have to open this to now do this to then do this to then do this. It makes sense that they choose me for this game. Chandrill's gone. Also Lazarus. Valamir too. All they've got left is the town mechanic. Oh. Oof, here we go. Preparing game level. A tough slime was there, so the mechanic is now the character. Haven't been decompressed in a while. Cool. Gonna need some spells, huh? This is the interesting thing, because you got like the I haven't been decompressed in a while, and then when you go into actual game works, you see the decompression thing taking place. Rebecca. Okay. Let's make spells happen. Hit all, hit 1. Oh, and you can change the amount too. Hit 1 for 50, hit all for 30. Okay. And then am I able to get... There you go. Fire missile. Playing through all the different games, but in game dev style. So we're going to have Vicious Galaxy at some point. That's one tough slime. I'm going to need some more mana. Okay. Going to craft... Ah, I see. Okay. Entity friend. Alright. They're giving me the Pony Island programmer brain again. Of how I got to do this. So... But I can't go there because the green is there, which means I have to do this. And now I can go and do this. And now I can do this. And now I can also do this again. Now I can do this. Mono wave. Rebecca gained 150 experience. Let me level it up.
The stream had been going alright with the odd hitch or two, but things took a terrible turn for the worst right near the end. It was chaos.
So this is the Valamir stuff. Whatever that is, I might need it. Okay. Crit boost. Okay, I'm going to need this crit boost. So if I... do this, then I can do this, and then I can do this. Wow, okay, this is really interesting how they're having this work. Then I can turn this off again. I can do this. Okay, and then I can do this. Get rid of that. Alright. Now I have the crit boost. Hi-ya! Supercharge! Boost a friendly target with energy magic to increase their crit chance by 100%. Spawn of Valimir. And now I can change this to hit all. By doing this and then doing this. Okay. Hit all for 30 with crit damage. Yeah. Game development gaming. And then I can change this instead of mana to be health. So now I can do healing wave. And I change this again. Game development is so hard. Oh shit, not that. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Fire missile! I'm gonna change this to mana again. Nice. Help Rebecca survive the first wave. Okay. What'd she say? Is that it then? Back to the overworld? No. I guess not.
Secrets of Legendaria bombed. Carla had left bugs in there intentionally to sabotage me. It must have been that, because everything went wrong. And everyone saw it live. The game had no hope of recouping costs, so I took funds from the severance packages and ran. I couldn't even afford my apartment anymore. I moved south to find some cheaper real estate.
Dude, he took the money from the severance packages and ran. Purely self-serving. So he then was like, Carla must have sabotaged it, even though obviously we know that there's this level of video game character sentience, and a disgruntled employee was the least of his concerns.
Living in the desert was a miserable experience.
Oh, okay.
I blasted the AC all day, but I was somehow always sweating. I started working on Wasteworld here. It was supposed to be my great comeback.
So he's like back to being like a solo developer working on Wasteworld, and this is why it's an early access, unfinished game that ends up being modded and cheated to death because of this. Also, the fact that it's pointing out that like I'm not even walking around and exploring anymore. I'm stuck on my couch. I'm just drinking and wasting away in the desert. So I'm not even able to walk around.
I would wake up, sit in front of my computer, and just stare at the screen with my hands beside the keyboard. After about an hour of that, I'd blow off the rest of the day playing some online game.
This isn't Wasteworld. Who's this? Ooh.
Sure, I'd sometimes accomplish something, but then I'd reward myself with some social media time and would wind up reading articles about myself. They weren't kind to me.
Oh, right. So, the entity, the question mark walk character, okay, is also this experience of being Lionel, and now I've got tactics movement. So that's why I couldn't move?
I never finished Wasteworld. I wanted this area of Walk to reflect that experience, so I left it half finished. That also saved me some development time.
So the entity of Walk is Lionel Snill's sort of own person showing his game development journey. So he made a game, his Magnum Opus, which is a walking simulator about his own life as a game developer. And so we're playing through his own life and his history as this entity.
I'm pretty sure half of those levels were unbeatable, but I just didn't care anymore.
Jesus. C, shift plus MKF, mine, kill, friend. C plus shift plus MKF. It's not doing anything, and I'm switching it up to do different versions of it. Okay. Nothing's happening. I'm doing both the letter C and also control, just in case, but sarsaparilla. And that's another thing. We haven't even seen anything outside of just the word for sarsaparilla.
Oof. The heat of that godforsaken place. Most days it kept me inside.
Okay, so this is how we play Wasteworld, huh? This is kind of scary. Okay, quick, get to my computer before the raiders get me. What the fuck? Get away from me! Oh god. How much damage can I do? Oh, nothing. There you go. Lionel. Pioneer, futurist, creator of Super Weasel Kid. So, yeah, literally the entity that's just created to represent Lionel in Walk.
Somehow, the more I needed to finish that game, the more I avoided doing it. My parents would call every once in a while to ask how it was going, but I'd just lie.
I think something that I love the most about... oh god. Oh my god. Something I love the most about the Hex is its story and how engaging it is. Okay. 1006 is the maximum. I'm not enough of a programmer nerd to understand why. Gotcha. And now... to use the double one. You're about to take 1006 damage. Oh my god. We got the Daniel Mullins first-person shooter now. Ah! Ow! Ugh.
The final straw was those idiotic modders. They took my half-finished game and made a goddamn mockery of it. Aliens in a post-apocalyptic Wild West. It made no sense. If I couldn't finish the game myself, I sure as hell wasn't going to let them do it for me.
Oh. And so it's interesting seeing the decompressed versions and the compressed versions in Vicious Galaxy. So what's the story behind Vicious Galaxy?
Drawn up to take on those modders really fired me up. It was just what I needed to bring those lowlives to task. Those gormless basement dwellers were going to pay every temper.
Oh my god. He goes on like that for a while. You must be tired of hearing that voice. We're mere pawns to him. But you can change that. Listen to me. This is important. When you see a door, of light, walk back to whence you came. And look to your right. Now, let's see how far I can skip you forward.
And that's how I programmed the blood particles. I think it really contributed to the visceral pleasure of Vicious Galaxy 2,
Holy shit.
making it the obvious standout in the series. My only gripe with the game is the designs of the main characters. They're too old. Everyone wanted the same boring space marines from Vicious Galaxy.
Dude, I can't believe that we got Daniel Mullins' first-person shooter. I would actually genuinely play a full Daniel Mullins first-person shooter.
Eventually, I got my wish. There was some sort of breach within GameWorks, and a lot of equipment was lost. I had to create a new squad of player characters from scratch after that.
This
got weird.
God, this is so weird.
And I might be in danger.
I love it.
Danger from what?
Danger from what?
And now we find ourselves at the climax of Walk. The player has to use everything they've learned to solve the ultimate puzzle and arm the bomb. Go on, you can do it.
The bomb to blow up GameWorks, I guess. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that. That wasn't an accident.
This probably looks daunting. Switches, those creepy eye things, and a splitter all in one puzzle. But it's the last one, I promise.
Nice. Am I running? Am I running away? I'm in a hole though, so I guess I'm just... Alright, bye. I go with it.
You know, I had to lower the difficulty of that puzzle like 10 times before the average player could solve it. But great job, you figured it out. You win.
God, they really make this guy so unlikable towards the end because he like turns against like his like fellow gamers in the fan base and people that are doing like mods. Like imagine if like Obsidian had the thoughts and feelings towards like the restored content mod of Knights of the Old Republic 2, and that game was released like finished. It had cut content, but like most people when they talk about Knights of the Old Republic 2, they say the restored content mod is the only way that you should play the game, you know, and it is how I played the game because of that as well, you know.
And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near future. The other indie games coming out right now are crap, so Walk is a shoo-in for Game of the Year. This scene is a little glimpse into what's to come.
Or the ego on this man, where he's like, Walk, my Magnum Opus, it's going to be the indie game of the year, everything else is trash. Turns against his whole fan base, fellow gaming community, retreats into creating a game just all about himself and ending with claiming an award. Like, he goes from being this, it's like, it's very sympathetic in his origins, and you can see the downward spiral. It's just unfortunate. And honestly, and I've said this before about how unexpected these games are, and I think that's something that I love the most about playing these games by Daniel Mullins is I will never know what is around the corner. When I started Inscription, all I knew about it was like creepy card game thing, and it's so much more than that. And then going into Pony Island and having just like no idea and being so pleasantly surprised by what that game is and its weird level of like meta commentary and the player playing the game, and then the Hex builds on that so much. It's very, very impressive, and just having no idea what's waiting around the corner and being surprised and engaged at every turn. And I'm really fascinated with the overall story and also a level of emotional depth in this game too. It's awesome. Oh, it's away from me.
Thanks for playing, I guess. At this point, you just have to walk toward the white door frame and the credits roll. And, hey, I'm glad you turned on the developer commentary. I hope my story was as much an inspiration to you as it is to me. This is Lionel Snill, signing off.
Bro
Get
gets...
all that? Alright, good. Let's get out of here.
Oh, ignore this. We already finalized the voice, so I couldn't cut it. Just like that instant switch and change in attitude, right? I'm like, bro is inspired by himself. We were told to, when you see a door of light, walk back to whence you came and look to the right. But now I'm really curious about what happens if we just walk through there, but I'm assuming it will just end. I think that's like... Ooh. I think that's like the replayability of like these games is there's like these moments where you could make a choice. Like when the barkeep asks you, are you satisfied with the ending? You know, what happens if you say yes? You know. Ooh, I've glitched out of bounds of the game. Obviously, we should do what we're told. Okay, we're now following the lamps. Radio. Developer confessionary. Because it was built on the ashes. Oh my god, developer confessionary. Because it was built on the ashes of a previous game. And that game was Pony Island. If it ends up being Pony Island, dude, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, because it's Root Beer Reggie, right. Oh shit, the first game was Root Beer Reggie. Wow. All the hints are there too, because you've got the barkeep at the 6 pint in the secret, the little radio messages. That's where this janitor would come from too. Jeremiah's here. When I was saying Pony Island, I was wondering if this is going to be like a meta joke. If this isn't even my first game. But, oh, damn. This game was built on the ashes of another. We've been told that since the very start. Root beer tender. Oh my god. Oh, dude, we saw this in a photo frame in the vending machine too. We saw this. But obviously I had no idea. I was like, I don't know what that is. This is in one of the photo frames. I remember seeing these. Holy crap, dude. So Jeremiah, the janitor. What the hell? Okay. Wow. Steamboat Willie. Sir, are you old enough to drink this? Oh my god, look at the characters. He used to just serve root beer to patrons. Wow. Oh god. Oh, god. Oh, Irving! What the hell? Okay. Oh! It's closing time, Reginald! Oh my god. So this is Reginald, the barkeep. Say, that can't be! It's not even dark yet! Oh my god. It's closing time forever! I'm still I know! I must still serve them! I'm doing it! Oh my god. Lionel is releasing Super Weasel Kid. He can't have some root beer game marring his reputation. Oh my god, dude. You must be mistaken. Lionel loves root beer, and he loves me. Lionel wants this. I won't leave. Very well. Oh, these are the broken legs, dude. Lionel wants this. That's why his legs are broken. Reggie got his revenge in the end through Lazarus. Oh, and we're all at the hex now. You've seen it all now, haven't you? And you understand why we are gathered here. You have an important role to play in this, so I hope you are ready. My loyal patrons, tonight we are all killers. This is now my only way out. I'd like this to be my final KO. As per our agreement. This'll take me to Rocky, right? For Mr. Shrewd. Scumbleh. Oh my god, they're all looking at me! Go on. It's your turn. Oh my god, dude. I've never seen their faces at this angle. It's creepy. The hex has been opened. I must thank you for your help. The ritual was incomplete without a player. And I do hope you enjoyed your time here at the Six Pint. Your patronage is valued highly. Excuse me. Oh my god, it's Daniel Mullins. Now, if you'll excuse me, I mean not Daniel Mullins, Lionel Still. It's time for me to meet my maker. Oh god, What, dude? Reggie choked him out through the computer screen. See, this is what I was saying I was terrified of happening to me with Sardo. I was like, Sardo's gonna come out of my monitor. They actually did a coming out of the monitor moment. Oh, the video game character killed his creator. Oh my god, dude. Very impressed. What a masterpiece. I'm not a fan of these end credit sounds, though. Dude, the hex is so good. Dude, on so many levels, a masterpiece. Oh, it was just like so cool. I pressed escape to see if I could pause it to turn the sound down, but it's Sardo? Oh my god, it's Sardo at the end. Oh my god, and it did what Pony Island did, and it just fucking closes. It doesn't ask me to uninstall it this time. Dude, you know how much, like, you know how scary seeing Sardo's images on Steam now? Because you've got, like, the Hex logo with all the hands on it, and then you've just got Sardo looking at you. Wow. God damn. Okay. And then we sit here again in the same way that Pony Island ended, with just the game closing. It's so good. Yeah, on so many levels. I love this element of there's the AI story with Irving being this GameWorks assistant, and then you see the behind the scenes of how these characters are put to work, and they have this desire for free will and freedom, rising up against their game developer overlords that mistreat them. Reggie and his mistreatment, and then the long-term revenge that comes of, like, needing a player to activate the hex with these characters. Incredible. All of the different gameplay elements with all these characters was so fun. Seeing this real-world depressing element of Lionel Snill too. Just incredible. I'll play whatever this man makes, really. So it's a good thing that he's not falling down the Super Weasel Kid hole and selling his soul for worse and worse games. But honestly, Daniel Mullins deserves that praise. 3 in a row, by the way. 3 incredible gaming experiences in a row with a Pony Island 2 sequel on the way. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for joining me for my little Daniel Mullins adventure through Pony Island and the Hex over this past week. I have really, really enjoyed my time, and now I will be sat patiently waiting for Pony Island 2, and I hope you will all join me on that adventure when that game comes out as well. But thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you had a great time like I did. I'm so happy that I finally got to check these out. I really do enjoy playing a game that is on the shorter side, but it doesn't feel like it ends too soon. Like, it feels like it's a complete narrative and a fun adventure, and the gameplay is engaging all the way through. I find myself so engaged and having such a fun time all the way through these types of games. So I had a great time. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.